Hey, welcome to issue 13 of Warhammer Imperium. Today we get some Assault Intercessors with this one. So, let's open her up. Excuse the noise. Right, so the Assault Intercessor sprue. Again, lifted straight out of Indomitus. We'll come back to that. 5 32mm bases. And the magazine. So what do we get? Let's see. Straight off the bat, we get our Assault Intercessors war gear sheet about the unit. Obviously, the 5 models painted up as Ultramarines, and then on the back of that, we get the battle record. We have some more blurb on the Necrons in search of immortality. This is where they were betrayed. They were offered immortality and then they were betrayed by those offering it. But it does talk about the old ones. Okay, Tomb Worlds. This is quite interesting. It would be nice to read. We've got a nice small diagram of a Necron pyramid by the look of it, and how these things are laid out. So, sensor report, life forms detected, organic origin, canoptic defense routines activated, awakening protocols online, central tomb compromised, assembly chamber breached, redirecting canoptic defense constructs to intercept, stasis fields deactivated, command protocols transferred to Overlord Agaseth. So this actually looks like a short story. So yeah, short story about Necron Tomb World. We've then got our how to build the Assault Intercessors, and these are going to be very similar to the 3 Assault Intercessors that we got with issue 3, I think it was. And then obviously bringing them up, how to paint, bringing them up to the current level with the others. So you're painting faces white at the moment because we haven't been given a flesh tone. And then battle for the orb. Recover the orb. An invaluable treasure damaged during the invasion of Megaria and only awoken from restorative stasis by the Space Marine assault, the Necron Overlord has been isolated from its prized possession, the Resurrection Orb. This Cryptek engineered device can repair seemingly destroyed Necrons during battle, rendering the legions even more resilient and relentless. The Space Marines cannot be allowed to secure or destroy this precious treasure. For this reason, the Overlord has summoned the dreaded destroyers, for they will surely annihilate the foe. So Space Marines destroy the Necron Orb. Deep within the Necron crypts, the Space Marines Allspec scanning devices have detected a pulse of energy. Following this lead, the Primaris captain has stumbled upon an armory stacked with Necron weapons and technology, at the heart of which stands a glowing orb, redolent with unknown power. If this device can be destroyed, the Necron's battlefield repair abilities will be weakened, giving the Imperial forces an advantage in future conflicts. The enemy, however, will not allow their prize to be destroyed without a fight. They must be driven back. So, Space Marine data sheets, and again, more in depth. These again have been more in depth. And it looks like they're giving you 2 separate pages of data sheets, and then if you do a rematch, they're giving you different units to throw in the mix. So we're going to be playing with the Assault Intercessors and the Primaris Captain and the Necron Destroyers and a Scarab Swarms. So, and then on the rematch, they're suggesting you throw in the Aggressors to the mix and the Necron Overlord, which is quite nice. Rules, data sheets, we're playing on the large battle mat, and then obviously the playthrough. So it's only a unit of 5 Assault Intercessors and the 3 Destroyers and the Scarab Swarms. I can't see the plasma sight being listed in this. And there you go. And then on the back, we already know that 14 is the armoured containers. However, issue 15 is going to be the flayed ones, which is a nice unit. We then get a trifold pullout of 1,000 chapters of 1,000 Space Marines, which basically lists various chapter worlds. We then get another map of the Ultima Segmentum and the Great Rift, detailing chapter worlds. Yeah, detailing chapter worlds, and then a symbol beside it as to which chapter is responsible for it. We've then got some great photos of finished models on campaign. So we've got White Scars, Blood Angels, and then on this bit we have Black Templars and Imperial Fists, and then on the back we have Space Wolves and Dark Angels. So let's have a look at the plastic. So you get your 5 32mm bases with the hex slot in them, and let's bring you down so you can have a quick squeeze at the sprue. So as I said, these were lifted straight out of Indomitus, so they're all monopose. The Sergeant, however, does have a couple of options available. I was able to alter the Sergeant because you get one headless version, or helmetless version, I should say. It's not headless. We're not in Sleepy Hollow. You get a helmetless version, which I did manage to convert to a helmeted version, because I prefer my Marines with helmets on, and it just basically involves making sure that you snip away the helmet attached to this plate here so that you can use it, and then using the spare helmeted head rather than the helmetless. But yeah, another set of good sculpts, and they actually go together quite well. So we'll build the Sergeant, and I'll show you what I did for my conversion to ensure that the helmetless one had a helmet. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, here we go. We're going to build the Assault Intercessor Sergeant, but we're going to put a helmet on him, which is going to entail us having to remove the head, which is on this side piece of his armour. And the way I did it previously was I literally just really brutally went snip, and then whatever was left I just cleaned up as best as. That was it. Like so. Right then, so what are we going to do? To begin with, your parts are going to be 1, 8, 5, 3, 2, 14, 17 and 6, which we have. So part number 1 is the rear of the body, and you're actually going to glue on the armour plate that's missing. It literally just goes into the recess there. Oops. So I shall soften that up with some plastic weld, and then just pop that in like so. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. With the backpack on, you're not going to see so much of it. So the next thing is his head. Which should only go in one way. And then the torso. And then because I'm not having the tilt shield on him, I am just going to put on the Aquila. Just there, so. Like thus. So that's so far, and then the last things to go on are going to be his backpack. Like so, and then his plasma pistol. And these will go on, and then once they're on, just pop a little bit of glue into the joint to seal them down. And then his sword arm. Just a little bit into the join, seal it down, and then he just goes on his stand, on his base, and the hexagonal slaughter bases just do that. So there you go, that is your Assault Intercessor Sergeant. It's how I removed the helmet from his waistband so that I could put a helmet on his head. And that's how it goes together. Okay, hopefully you join me for the next issue. All right, take care. Bye.